There's been a new development on the Mid-South wrestling scene, and sitting at my left, you're ready to recognize the man in the neck collar because he suffered an injured neck a few weeks ago in a match. Michael Hayes not only has something to tell you people, but also he has something to show you.
Well, first of all, we can get these idiots over here to quit hollering. I've got something to say. You know, last week, I was sitting back in the dressing room with Terry and Buddy, and we were watching the wrestling film. And the first thing that came to our mind when we were watching the interviews, these ridiculous interviews between Ted DiBiase and his former football teammate, was why in the world was a former teammate of his getting a shot when this man was the obvious #1 contender, the man that put him out of action for 8 weeks. And it was quite apparent to all three of us that he was avoiding the man. Then him and his manager came out and politely asked to buy the match. All they had to do if they didn't want to do was refuse it. But no, you wouldn't refuse it. You attacked this man from behind and threw him out of the ring. And then big 260-pound Ted DiBiase, I repeat, your North American champion, picks up a mere 130-pound man. A man that is over 100 pounds less than him, and hurls him, 5-7 feet in the air to the steel canvas and locks his figure 4 leg lock on him and breaks his leg. Well, big deal, DiBiase. You really impressed somebody. And I'm really appalled that you people would applaud and approve this. But I saw through that light a side of this man that I didn't know existed, the compassion. When he went berserk, this big Mongolian ran into the ring, and the little quarterback ran under the ring and got a big 2x4, and he busted him across the back and couldn't stop him. He took care of him and went after your North American champion, who tried to hit him with the 2x4, and he chopped right through it. He chopped right through it. And if it hadn't have been for 8, I repeat, 8 men to held him back, and his compassion for his manager, because he was worried about him, his safety, you saw as he carried him out. He would have got you, DiBiase. And when I saw that, that's when I got the light. Because, baby, I'm not only beautiful, I got brains, and this is somebody that I want. Now, I want to roll that tape right now, and I'm going to show you people what your North American champion's like.
America was a price. We're going to buy you just much. How much you going to buy it?
Let me tell you what. You know, I don't care what animosity or anything. The North American title means too much to me. Means too much to me. I'm here. I signed the wrestler. I flew in here. You want to try to buy me off? I don't have a price.
You take your man and you get out here because you got no business being in here. There'll be a place and there'll be a time for you. And I tell you what, I might want to just...
Hey!
Conversation out there. Boy, the crowd was drowning out. We couldn't hear the mic, but I'd see some action there. And the little Jap manager has really gouged Ted DiBiase in the belly with that Japanese flag. And it looks like Tully Blanchard, old teammates, even though he's going to be against him, he was going to come to Teddy's aid. He wasn't going to let 2 foreigners gang up on Teddy DiBiase. And now DiBiase has got Masao Hattori. Wow, he pressed him flat over his head, slammed him to the mat. He's going for the figure 4. There's about a 70 to 100-pound difference in weight. That could be critical. He could break Hattori's leg with that figure 4. He's locked in the figure 4. He can't get loose. The big Mongol is attacking, but Blanchard's picked up one of the ring boards laying on there and blasted the big Mongol. Comes to the ring. Karate shot. And Tully's down. Now the Mongol. Teddy's got the board. The big Mongol is chopping at the board. He just broke that 2x4. Broke that 2x4, kicked Teddy in the head with that big right hand, that massive Teddy firing back. The big Mongol firing at him. Teddy's ducking him. He's got to duck him. He can't let the man hit him solid with that devastating side of the karate. Masao Hattori, the manager, laying on the floor, grabbed his knee. He could have a serious injury. Ted DiBiase fighting maybe for his very survival. Chop that 2x4 too. DiBiase's running, trying to stay, not let the big Mongol get set to where he can chop him. People starting to fill up to try to bring this under control out there. Look at that big, every time that big Mongol hits somebody, they're laid out. Even Buck Rowley's coming, Jake Roberts, Mike trying to control the big Mongol. And Teddy DiBiase, they can't hold Teddy off either. Teddy wants him. Teddy knows that the man's got a weapon in that right hand, but it's not making the North American champion back down. He's carrying the fight right against the big giant Mongolian.
All the time writhing in pain on the outside of Torrey with that leg.
Never had the big Mongol. DiBiase can't see him a drop kick. The Mongol hits the floor, sees his manager. That's apparently the only thing that stopped the Mongol, not all the people in the ring or anything, but him seeing his manager hurt has stopped him. Now they're restraining. They're finally about 8 guys.
Now you see there, that's what I'm talking about. 8 men couldn't stop him, and it wasn't until he saw that his manager was hurt that he left the ring for his manager's safety. When I saw that, that's what I need to protect this beautiful face. That's what I needed. So I called Rock Hunter in Atlanta, Georgia, and I bought this man's contract, and I want the people of the Mid-South area to know that I am establishing and congregating an army together, because there is no longer going to be any kind of conspiracies like this. When Buck Robley pile drive me on the floorboard, Pierce, nothing. No fine, nothing. Stasiak nailed Little Bear, and he got fined $2,500. Big DiBiase picks on a little man 130 pounds less than him. No fine, no suspension, no nothing. So let me tell you this. You have made your own bed, people, and now you're going to have to lie in it, because we've got the army, and we're going to destroy everyone one by one. Khan.
Khan going to the ring, into the ring. Killer Khan's opponent.
This
We're ready for the introduction of the match. Let's go to the ring.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, before this non-title bout between Wrestling 2 and Tiger Conway against DiBiase and Bourne, we had told you that during the commercial break there was an altercation between Wrestling 2 and Mr. Olympia, 2 very unlikely people to get into it, and all was over this suitcase. And I think I'll let you start to tell us about it, because Oral Link, our director, with the cameras going, when he saw the altercation up there, he taped it, and we do have a copy of that, a VTR videotape of some of the altercation, but I think we're all a little bit in the dark.
Bill, when he was out in the ring having his match, this suitcase was lying down where he was. One of the guys happened to bump against it and it fell open. This is what I saw. Now, when he came back in the dressing room, I asked him, man to man, is this your suitcase? He says, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I says, answer me, man. Is this your suitcase? Well, yes or no?
First of all, for the fans at home, there's a set of tights similar to what you wear. There's a couple of masks like yours, and this one, of course, has been doctored with paints to show a wounded mask. And there's a doll here, and
down the center of it.
This says Wrestling. What does this say here? Wrestling 2, your pillow has been ordered so you can take your long overdue rest. I know your knee has lost its power, so don't hurt yourself anymore. And 2, you're a very confused man at this point. Don't worry, you will know when it hits you. And a lot of different things in here.
Umpteen letters in here that I'm sure they're very appropriate for the man that wrote them. Let me tell you something, Bill. You know me for a long time, man. I'm a straight-up guy. I don't pull punches one way or the other with anybody. I tell it like it is, no matter who it hurts. And this, of all people, I cannot believe that Olympia is the man behind all this, but the obvious thing is that these are my masks, this is my clothes, this is the paint that he's been glittering with. Hey, it's like black and white. It's right here.
Let's show that altercation just a second, and again, let's try to collect our thoughts while that's going on, because although there's a preponderance of evidence right here, let's wait until, there's 2 sides to every story, and I think even the fans, there's maybe more to this than meets the eye. If Oral Link will show that while he's showing it, let's calm down and collect ourselves a little bit here.
Well, certainly, while we reviewed that, and maybe you've had time to calm down a little bit, I know just how much this has bothered you. I think I know it more than anybody because we have known each other for a long time, and you are a straight-up guy, and you've told me just how this has upset you and your whole family. But also, this is the United States. And in the United States, you know, there's two sides to every story, and I think somebody is innocent until proven guilty, and we haven't had a chance yet to question Mr. Olympia. And Mr. Olympia, if you recall, when you got injured from a situation around this same property situation with Akbar and Kamala, he's the one that volunteered and took your place with Stagger Lee. And he was forced to leave, and he hadn't even been here. And now here he is second week back. It looks like you say, certainly we can see the evidence is here. But I think, you know, let's give it a time and let's wait. And what we'll do, he's scheduled to wrestle next. We'll, after his match, we'll get him out here. We'll confront him with this, and we'll hear his side of it. I think first, I would like to congratulate you both on that great victory over DiBiase and Bourne. And I understand. I certainly understand.
Well, thank you very much, Bill. I appreciate it.
Okay, we'll be back after these messages from Mid-South.
This event, one fall or 10 minutes. Introducing from Rome, Georgia, Marty Lundy. His opponent from somewhere in the USA, Mr. Olympia.
One fall, 10-minute time limit match. Rome, Georgia's Marty Lundy versus Mr. Olympia as Rick Ferreira calls for the bell.
Well, you know, it's really getting thick, and of course, we're going to try to interview Mr. Olympia after this bout with Marty Lundy, and I'm sure he's very upset too, you know, because he's just come back and he's fighting for his position and Mid-South Wrestling, and it seems like maybe the cards are stacked against him. I would certainly hate to think that he would be at the bottom of all this. Snapmare. And he drives it in. Olympia always an aggressive wrestler. Of course, right now he seems a little more aggressive than usual, but I'm sure that he's a little bit upset about the events here today also, Lloyd. It's something I can understand wrestling too, and the intensity with which he competes, the way he lives his life, and somebody's invaded that life with a very sinister type mental attack, which is sometimes more devastating than the straight up and down physical attack. You know, even in World War II, when men were being physically tortured, they seemed to be able to withstand that more than the mental tortures of Korea and Vietnam. And certainly the unknown has oftentimes been proven beyond a shadow of doubt to have bigger fear factor or disconcerting factor than something everybody knows. Sleeper hole. Mr. Olympia's got the sleeper. The crowd is singing good night to Marty Lundy as Mr. Olympia makes short work of Marty Lundy, a powerful young man, and gains another victory. After this commercial break, Boyd, we'll try to talk to Mr. Olympia.
We'll be right back after this word from Mid-South Wrestling. Bill Watts has left our table and intercepted Mr. Olympia after his match. Let's go to the ring. Bill Watts and Mr. Olympia.
We have another match scheduled, but we promised you we'd talk to Mr. Olympia. And Mr. Olympia, I know you're upset about this, as you voiced to me during the commercial break, but I do have to say and state the facts. This is your suitcase.
Bill, I don't know what's going on. I've been gone. For 60 long days I've been gone, and now here this comes up. I took Wrestling 2's place.
I know that.
Out of the bottom of my heart, I took his place.
Let's just answer the question. Is this your suitcase? That's what he meant. Is this your suitcase?
Yes, that's my suitcase. Obviously, somebody else has put something in it, though.
Well, there's a lot of things. You've never seen any of this paraphernalia?
I don't know how this got here. I hadn't done any of that. That's my suitcase, but I had other things in it.
Well, certainly, I don't see anything that I recognize
of yours. I don't see how the man can blame me for something like this. because I stuck behind JYD through thick and thin. And Wrestling 2 got hurt right here on TV, and I took his place. Out of the goodness of my heart, I had to take a vacation, 60 long days. But let me tell you something, 2, or no matter who it is, I don't back down from nobody. Well, I'm not backing up. So if 2 don't lay off me, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be trouble because I'm not going to back up.
Well, I know that in the heat of the moment that both of you are upset, and you both got it right. He naturally, I think you could understand, under the persecution he's been under, and certainly you being falsely accused. I can understand.
I don't know what's going on.
No,
I have no idea. I've been gone. I don't know what the man's been going through, but now he's blaming me for it.
We did want to get you out here and in front of everybody ask you, and you've denied any of these in there. I don't see any of your personal belongings in here, and certainly a lot of things have happened. We saw the things Paul Orndorff pull. We saw the things Ted DiBiase. So we've seen a lot of things happen here. We've seen the things Hacksaw Dugan pull. So somebody could definitely be at the bottom of this besides you, and certainly I want to believe that, as does everybody here and everybody at home. I'd say this, let's let a week go by. Let's both calm down, and let's just try to get to the bottom of it. Right now, we'll go back to Boyd Pierce. We have 2 more standby matches remaining. The Iceman against the Missing Link, Marty and Jerry Oates versus Art Cruz and Larry Higgins. But first, and probably the most unusual request we've ever had, demand. And I think it should be honored because the man had won what he thought was the North American Championship. Nikolai Volkov, who has registered a protest with the Russian embassy over the situation. He's in the ring now with Reeser Bowden, and he demands to lodge a public protest against Mid-South. We'll go to Reeser now.
Nikolai Volkov has insisted that he be allowed the time to make some comments.
That's right. I protest the Russian embassy, the kind of Mid-South sport taking my championship belt away from me. They take it away with the coward's way, like Americans do all the time. They don't show up at Moscow Olympic because they was cowards. Now they come here, they don't have nobody after I beat fair and square, the punk. They come here and take my belts away because they have nobody to come here and wrestle me like man to man to take my belt. That's why I protest. I don't protest attacking to Grenada. I protest for taking my belts away because that was the coward's way. Same way they come, they sign contract with the Russians to sell over it, and the Russians come with the money and they pull it back. Why? Why Americans don't have their word and keep their word and be like men and fight like men? They don't say, hey, do I hide behind somebody's back? When I come to this ring to fight, I come here and fight right to the face of the face.
He's got a fight right now, Boyd Pierce. American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and he's got his hands taped all the way to the elbows. He's dealing out misery and blues. He's dealing out misery, but he's going to shut the big fat Russian's mouth. Nikolai Volkov said he didn't have anybody to fight. Well, he's not showing that he wants to fight. Listen to the crowd. USA, USA, USA. American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and he's upset. I don't know what the referee's trying to stop him for. Dusty stood his ground right in the middle of the ring. He's calling Reeser Bowden into the ring. Listen to this crowd. They're putting up a big #1 and USA.
I was born an American citizen. And my daddy died in this country here. And I've always been a big fan of the Dogs, Dugan, and everybody. But I tell you what, and you write it down in your book, this country belongs to the free. Russia is not part of my repertoire. When I watch TV, Volkov, and we put a man on the moon, and y'all can't even come close, then that's awesome. And when I see my baby walk across this free earth, that's awesome. And when I see people like the wrestling fans, no matter what damn color they are, that's awesome. and Volkov. I'm awesome. I am America. I am free. I am life. I am liberty. And thank God I don't have to live in a country like you do. One time, a lot of people died in other countries to make this country free. And Dog, and Dugan, and Ellen, you stand back. Because this was mine, baby. Volkov, you're mine.
The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Boy, there's nothing we can add to that.
Exactly what I was going to say, Bill. It's all been said.
We'll be back after these messages from Mid.
Ladies and gentlemen, the reason that we are here in this ring is to sign the contract with matchmaker Grizzly Smith for the Mid-South Tag Team titles. Jim Cornette's champions, the Midnight Express, the #1 challengers, the Fantastics. This contract will be signed here today on Mid-South Wrestling. But Grizz, there are 3 very special stipulations that we need to make sure that both teams understand very clearly. I know you want to go over those now.
I just want both teams to understand this. All you gentlemen, please listen close. You have asked for this contract in this manner. First, a no disqualification rule in this contract.
Just point of order, Grizzly Smith. No disqualification. Does that mean that if somebody was to use a steel chair or a 2x4 or a chain or a tennis racket or any of the other banned things, that doesn't count because there's no disqualification, or what?
Mr. Cornette, you cannot use any of those objects mentioned because this is for the Mid-South Tag Team titles.
Okay.
It is a championship
Counts
match.
for them as well as us. Okay.
No substitution under any conditions for any reason.
Now that means, like a couple of weeks ago, there was a cowardly attack on my man, and I had to make a substitution. Now, it goes the same thing for them. The 2 guys that are supposed to wrestle have to show up, or elsewise there's no excuse. The other guy will have to carry on. There's no substitution, right?
No substitution. A no-show. If one member of one team does not show, then say the Midnight Express don't show for this title match, one member doesn't, then they would lose by forfeit if they didn't.
Counts for them as well as us.
That's right.
Okay.
Well, gentlemen, do you all involved parties understand these 3 very special stipulations?
Now, wait just a second. And also, a no-show. Now, if one of my men should not show up, now we're the champions, so we wouldn't be able to defend the belts. Now, what would happen in that instance?
You would lose by forfeit.
Huh?
You would lose by forfeit.
What's the money here? Okay, but it still counts for them too, right?
That's right.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
Well, gentlemen, if you all understand the contract and the stipulation, I would think we could get on now with the signing of the contract. Mr. Cornette, representing the champions, you're to sign first. So if you'll please do that at this time.
I have power of attorney for my men.
We understand that. Mr. Cornette has signed for the Midnight Express, and now the Fantastics will sign the contract. This match will be official in just a few moments. That's it, gentlemen, the contracts.
Now, just a second, point of order. I just want to make this clear. Grizzly Smith, this is irrevocable, this is irreversible, this is unamendable. There's no way to change those clauses, no way to reverse the order, no way to amend this clause in any way, no way to change this contract. It's signed, right?
It's signed.
Okay, that's all I want to know. We'll see you in the ring.
You just be in the ring, Cornette. You just be in the ring. mayhem. It's mayhem. I'm speechless.
I can't believe it.
I tell you, they have just destroyed the Fantastics. Bobby Eaton, he decapitated them with that steel chair.
Cornette.
It's like a Trojan horse. Grizzly Smith and Jim Ross, the referees in there, these guys, their faces are a crimson mask. I have never seen anything like it. I'm sure Grizzly Smith is in shock. They dented those steel chairs. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back. Let's get away. Let's get a commercial break. Let's hope we can restore some order and get these men attended to medically. You can see that the crimson has flowed. They're bleeding all. It's a mess here. Let's go to our sponsors. Let's take a station. So you saw, as we saw, just exactly what happened. But when we got the rule that we had out, it stated, and I'll read you just two portions of two paragraphs. Any wrestler or manager or second or valet or bodyguard or accomplice that interferes in an ongoing wrestling bout by bringing a steel chair, a logging chain, a 2x4 board, or a tennis racket inside the ring barricades and strikes one of the contestants with the aforementioned object will be subject to a $10,000 fine. That was a portion of one paragraph. A portion of the other is failure to pay said fine upon demand by Mid-South will result in an immediate suspension of all bookings in the Mid-South area at the discretion of Mid-South Sports Incorporated. The accused party has a right of a hearing with the board of directors of Mid-South Sports. This was tried to address each thing specifically to have a rule that we could enforce. Well, let's let you hear now Jim Cornette's comments about this situation.
Oh, it's so easy to make fools out of Mid-South Wrestling's lawyers when my mother's lawyers are so much more competent than their own, because when you have the money to hire the best, you get the best results. I could mention the name John DeLorean, for example. A wink is as good as a nod to a blind man. Now, Mid-South Wrestling, another example of them trying to protect their favorites. They want to fine the Midnight Express for the incident that happened with the Fantastics contract signing. Now, number one, I've read up on your rules, Mid-South. You can't fine me because I didn't do anything. Then you can't fine Beautiful Bobby because he didn't bring the steel chairs in the ring. Mid-South did for the signing, and he didn't hit them while a match was going on. So there's no reason you should be able to fine him, but hey, I can pay any fine. But it's the principle of the thing with me. And I demand, and I know my rights, a full hearing before Mid-South Board of Directors to determine what should be done about this thing before I do anything. And I assure you my lawyers will be there, and they will also be filing suit in the immediate future for what happened to me. The reason why I'm wearing this mask right now, I'm going to sue Mid-South for not living up to their aspects of the contract. I'm going to sue Hacksaw Duggan and all the others for assault charges, and then I am going to have my way, because when a Cornette wants something, a Cornette gets it, and a Cornette knows the way to go about it. You should know that by now. As long as I've been around here, I will always, once and for all, definitely have the last word.
You would think with the English language at our command we could cover the intent of any situation, but lawyers seem to be able to muddle that situation up, because Cornette's saying there was no ongoing wrestling match at the time. He was saying they did not bring the steel chairs inside the barricade area. They were already there, and he's also demanding his right for a hearing. We're going to put abeyance on the final decision for this for 2 weeks and have another board of directors meeting, and we hope to get to the bottom of it. We'll be back after these words from our sponsor.
Ladies and gentlemen, 3 weeks ago here on Mid-South Wrestling, we had the opportunity to watch Magnum TA Terry Taylor and Tommy Rogers work out here in this ring. Hacksaw Butch Reed and Nature Boy Buddy Landell have demanded that they have the opportunity to show you people how they work out.
Ain't no opportunity. We're coming out here and taking our TV
We
time.
work out. It's how to work out, period, you understand? But you know what we need? We need some competition down here to work out. Now it's a little jive sucker walking around here about 4 foot high, calling himself the Brick House. Hey, you are looking at the original right here. Where is this boy? Where did he come from?
Let me tell you something. Butch Reed didn't come here and fall off some pumpkin wagon to call himself Butch Hacksaw. He earned the name Hacksaw, and he earned the name Brick House.
Thank you, brother.
There's only one Brick House, and that's my big friend, Hacksaw Butch.
Get Brick House Brown down here.
Well, gentlemen, I can't. Obviously, I am in the ring. If Mr. Brown wants to come down here, that's certainly his prerogative.
Get that boy on down here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I thought you're going to work out here.
I am going to work out. What you want me to do? Don't watch me warm up, man.
In a gymnasium.
Hey, boy, come down here. Hey. I'll give you plenty of room, baby. Hey, you will have to move because I want that boy right in here and prove what kind of a brick house you got. You know what you got, boy? You got a bunch of powdered cement. Is what you got. Mostly made of
That's
baking
right.
powder.
Tell him, Butch.
Get on in there,
That's
boy.
right. That's right.
Get on in there. Get on in there. Do some push-ups. Do some push-ups, boy. Do some push-ups. Do some push-ups, sucker. Don't be scared. Come on. Don't be scared.
Gentlemen, just stay back here. If you want him in the ring.
Hey, a brick house has got to have strength. Why don't you drop down here, boy, and work out with me?
Arm wrestle.
Arm wrestle.
He just ain't got no rope roast to back his mouth up with.
Well,
Wait. Hold it. Butch, wait. Hold it. No. Wait. If I let Butch arm wrestle this geek right here, he's going to pull his arms out of his sockets.
You sure know what to say.
Let me take this.
Go down there, show him what's happening. Show him what I taught you, baby.
Don't eyeball me, boy.
well, Nature Boy Buddy Landell will be arm wrestling Brickhouse Brown, apparently. Well, right there you saw it. Look at this. Brickhouse Brown.
Well, this workout got a little more involved. They got Sonny King out there to even it up. And Butch Reed is bowing out right now, but he's challenging. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors.
Ladies and gentlemen, the two men here with me now are no strangers to you. They are your Mid-South Tag Team Champions. Please welcome the Rock and Roll Express to the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, earlier this hour, you saw a pre-recorded interview that Jim Cornette made on last Wednesday. And in that, he said that he would put up $25,000, of course, of his mother's money, if you gentlemen would sign a match to defend the Mid-South Tag Team Championship against his Midnight Express. And Rick and Robert, you heard it. He said he would do it in any stipulation that you all could come up with. I know you all have come up with an idea.
That's right, Jim Ross. You know, every time we wrestle the Midnight Express, Jimmy Cornette's always been the difference. In the cage match, Jimmy Cornette's the one that cost us lose the match. It wasn't the Midnight Express. So we accepted Jimmy Cornette's challenge, but we got a little stipulation for him. It was hard to get this right here, and I want to demonstrate it to all the people right here. Right here is a straight jacket. And I feel and I believe if Jimmy Cornette's in this straight jacket right here, there's no way he can bring Ether to the ring, he can bring his chains, but brother, there's no way he can get it out. Here you go, Robert, demonstrate it right here.
So this will be the neutralizer. This is what will neutralize Jim Cornette. I have seen these never this close. This is a straight jacket.
Put this right here. Put this right here on. Like this. Get it strapped up here good and tight. And that way right there, there's no way that when he steps at ringside that he can pull anything out. He can get it all the way out here. Right here. Pull it right here, pull the arm up under. Here. Back through here. Let me get this over here good and tight.
So if Mr. Cornette wears this, he will be completely neutralized and unable to interfere in any kind of match.
That's right. And that is for $25,000. See, this right here comes up on this right here.
Well, I would certainly say that if Mr. Cornette wears this straitjacket, he will be helpless.
See, there's no way he can get out of here. Look this way. He can reach down, he can pull anything out he can, but there's no way. And he can demonstrate this right off the bat here.
I'd say it's a foolproof weight.
Got him in a Boston Crab, and he's come off the top rope. They've annihilated. They've annihilated the Rock and Roll Express. Boy, I don't know what else can happen. We've got some help. The fans in the dressing room, we've got some help. It's too late. Robert Gibson in a straitjacket showing the stipulations they wanted, totally helpless. The Midnight Express attacked them. They've annihilated Ricky Morton. Pile driver, got a Boston Crab, and he came off the top. I don't know what else could happen today. This has been a day of infamy here on Mid-South. I'm not proud of it.
Well, we've seen a lot of attacks before, but here's Robert Gibson immobile, and they took advantage of him. We'll be back. Johnny Mantell versus Ted DiBiase after this word from Mid-South Wrestling. Wrestling fans, we have in the ring now with us the oil-rich Skandor Akbar and California Nature Boy Buddy Landell, and they say they have a very important message.
First of all, Landell, where are the results that you promised me? I want you to remember who you're dealing with, the man, the general. I expect results, and I expect you to honor your commitment, young man.
Mr. Akbar, I'd just like to say that, you know, some of my friends say that Arab money is, you know, some of that oil money is blood money. Now, don't get me wrong. I would never say that. And I personally would never hold anything derogatory towards you or your country. But, you know, you have paid me a considerable amount of cash, and that's all right and all that. But, you know, where I come from, stuff up front talks, and I would, you know, a little bit more incentive what I need. I need a little bit more incentive, if you know what I'm talking about,
I
to
clearly
produce.
understand what you're talking about, Landell.
I thought you would. Grease the palm if you know what I'm talking.
Americans are the same. I know you understand what solid gold Rolex watch valued at 10 to 12,000 American dollars, which means nothing to me, but it is yours on one condition. You deliver, and I want results next week, understood?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's right. Mr. Akbar, you have just given me an incentive to do what we have agreed to do upon. Thank you very much.
One more thing. It's quite evident in the Mid-South that the general, the boss man, is back. Ted DiBiase is back. The Rat Pack is back. And if there's any doubts in your minds, you can ask Hacksaw Duggan.
And now we'll go back to the desk with Joel Watts and Jim Ross.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we mentioned here last week, we would have a press conference here on Mid-South Wrestling. General Skandor Akbar has called this press conference. So at this time, I'll turn these proceedings over to General Skandor Akbar.
Well, I have an important announcement to make. I would like to announce that I have purchased the contract of Hercules Hernandez from James E. Cornette. Now, Mr. Cornette, I'm sure that you have received my check and that the contract is in order.
I have. As a matter of fact, the general made me a very, very generous offer. I did call and check. The check has cleared my bank.
So I do have the contract here. You know, the reason that I hired Hercules Hernandez to be my bodyguard was because of the threat of Hacksaw Jim Duggan to my personal safety. But after what's happened to Duggan lately, he's afraid to say boo to a goose. There's no reason to have a bodyguard. The General made me a very generous offer, and General, here is the contract, signed, sealed, and delivered.
And as you can see that I'm paying tribute to this mighty athlete by making him an honorary sheik. And that means, Mr. Hernandez, business at hand.
Okay, General, maybe I get my own harem or something.
Wait, just a moment. There's a job to be done. Business at hand. Business at hand. That will come later. Now, with the acquisition of Hercules, now Sheik Hernandez, that makes the General's army more powerful than ever.
I got him for you, baby. I got him. I told you I'd deliver him, baby. I got him for you. I told you, brother.
Oh, young man, I'm capable of doing my own dealing, my own transactions. By the way, what are you doing with that watch on? You know where that watch is supposed to go. And I told you last week, and I'm telling you today emphatically, that by the end of today's program, that you better have results, and you know where that watch goes.
No problem. I'm just keeping it polished, Mr. Akbar. Everything's under control. If I tell you, if the Nature Boy says he can deliver something, then go to the bank on it. It'll be here. That's all I got to say.
It's certainly better. As I said before, Killer Khan, the missing link, Sheik Hernandez, and my associate Ted DiBiase, and Buddy Landell, the General's army is more powerful than ever. And I intend to dominate Mid-South like never before. And anybody that stands in the way of the General, shame on you, because I will steamroll you, and you will pay severe consequences. From now on, you will call me Mr. Mid-South.
Well, that concludes this press conference with General Skandar Akbar. Now let's go back to Cowboy Bill Watts and Boyd Pierce. Ladies and gentlemen, this match on Mid-South Wrestling is one fall with a 10-minute time limit. First, I'd like to introduce in the red corner, at 260 pounds from Kansas City, Hacksaw Butch Reed. Wait, just, what are you doing here?
I have to talk to my man, Hacksaw Butch Reed. It's very important. Just wait a minute.
We have a match. Ladies and gentlemen, highly irregular.
Well, I am the man, boy. What do you mean? Hey, don't you know who I am, Buddy Landell? I'm surprised you bought something like that to me. Don't you know that I run out the dog? Don't you know that I beat Master G in a polio? After he tried to break my leg, I come back and whoop the hell out of him. And you gonna tell me about somebody who wants me? Hey, man, I don't need nobody because I am the man. I am the #1 man in Mid-South. I stand alone.
You're real good. You're real good. You've improved so much since I've taught you everything that I know, and you've really improved a lot since you've been with me.
You taught me what, boy? You taught me what? Let me tell you something, sucker. I taught you everything you know. The only reason why that I let you hang around, boy, is because I just tolerate you and I feel sorry for you. You just like a parasite. You just like a leech. You just like one of them little old fish that follow the shark around. He's up to something, boy. Get out of here. I gotta run. Get out of here. Let me somebody else.
This is for our career. Come here, look, Butch. A solid $9,000 presidential Rolex watch, brother. It's for you, Butch. It's for you. I'm trying to do this for our career. Mr. Akbar said to give this to you, brother.
So this is what it is, huh? So this is what the Rolex watch is all about, right? You gonna deliver me to Skandar Akbar? Let me tell you something, bloodsucker. I don't need you. I don't need Skandar Akbar. I don't need nobody. Because Butch Reed, the hacksaw, the brick house walks alone. And you know what I think of you and this Rolex and Skandar Akbar? Huh? That's what I think of you, boy. You understand? That's exactly what I think of you. What are you doing, Butch? Get out of here. I gotta beat somebody up. Get out of here. What? You turn your back on me. Don't never put your hands on me.
Wait just a minute, gentlemen.
Oh,
Hold on, Reed. Hold on, Reed. Hold on. Let's talk. Let's talk.
Yeah, let's maintain some.
Let's talk, Reed. Let's talk. We didn't come to fight. Let's talk. Let's talk business. I made a mistake. I should have come to you personally, Butch Reed. I know that you're a man of your own, and I didn't realize the animosity between you and Landale existed. But now, wait a minute. Now, you're a diplomatic individual. I'm a gracious individual, and I'm prepared to make you an offer. I'm prepared to make you the offer of your lifetime.
Listen to him. Hey, just shut up. I'm listening.
You join forces with the general, and you won't have to worry about anything, because I intend to dominate Mid-South. I intend to steamroll all opposition. So let's have your answer.
Well, let me tell you something. Skandar Akbar, I don't need you. I don't need your blood-sucker money. Butch Reed stands alone.
Think for just a moment. All right, think for just one moment. I'll give it to you like a man that you are. Let me give it to you like a man. Either you're with us or you're against us. You make your own mind up.
Well, I'll tell you what, Skandar Akbar, I guess I'm against you.
Boy, Pierce, this is pandemonium. He's standing alone, but he's against too much. He's against too much firepower. Even as bad as Hacksaw Butch Reed is. Too much firepower out there. The general said either you're with us or you're against us. Oh, there's Hacksaw Duggan. Hacksaw Duggan, he's got a 2x4. He's got a 2x4, and it's getting scarce in that ring. Hacksaw Duggan. The big man is back, and he's got a 2x4. He came to Butch Reed's rescue. Hacksaw Duggan. Listen to this crowd. This is something going on. It's getting hot and heavy, Boyd. Boyd, we'll try to get a chance to talk to one of these guys. Duggan's putting a hand forward to Reed. Boyd, we'll try to get to talk to him.
Well, we'll try to talk to him.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with two proud men, two tough men. Both of you stand alone. Butch Reed, I heard you say you stand alone, and Dugan, I know you stood alone. But what I've seen about Akbar and DiBiase, the Rat Pack, or the Army as he calls them, I don't know if any one man can stand alone. And during the commercial break, I tried to get you to come over here. You've consented to come over here. I think you guys need to kind of tell everybody your feelings about this situation.
Probably Bill Watts after we get done here with me and Butch need to probably go somewhere and sit down and talk down man to man, eye to eye, and just get a few things straight. But if anybody after 2 long years of banging heads with somebody, you learn a lot about somebody. You may not agree, I may not agree, let me rephrase that. I may not agree with a lot of things Butch Reed does, and I'm sure he doesn't agree with a lot of things I do. But I respect the man because I've been right up there in that circle with him, and I've gone nose to nose. He gave me his best shot, and I gave him mine. And he came back for more, and I came back for more. So I respect you for that, Butch Reed, and I respect you for standing on your own. Now, I don't blame you for keeping your eye on me, and I guarantee you I want to keep my eye on you. But there's a force coming here in Mid-South that we haven't seen before. It's like a black plague, a cancerous growth. The Skandar Akbar, Ted DiBiase, Hercules, and there's a few other people joining together. And right, maybe we need to get off camera, and maybe we need to set up a few things and straighten things out around here in Mid-South. You hear what the man said, Bill Watts? He said the whole thing right there. He said respect for your fellow man. We done fought each other tooth and nail. Matter of fact, I done run after Junkyard Dog, and I done beat up Master G after knee surgery, and this is the only man right now that I got to give respect to as being one of the toughest suckers around here other than me. But it seems like Butch Reed has done lost some of his respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, and now it's time. Now it's time for Butch Reed to start getting his respect. I don't care how I got to do it. Jim Diggin, Be with me, baby. Show me that fire, baby. You be with me. I don't need this slumber. And brother, I don't think one of us is gonna take out them suckers. Them no good dogs up there. So if we get to unite, then that's what the hell we'll do. If that is what it takes, we'll do it, baby. I don't need this slumber. I need a fired up hacksaw.
I think drastic measures need drastic action. Right now, let's go to the ring announcer, Jim Ross, for the next.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ted DiBiase, Steve Dr. Death Williams, Bruiser Bob Sweetan, three of the toughest athletes in the Mid-South, no doubt about it, with Mr. DiBiase back from Japan. You requested some time to make a few statements. At this time, Ted DiBiase.
That's right, Jim Ross. Ric Flair, very simply has put it, he will not defend the heavyweight championship of the world against anybody but the North American champion. Well, I'm here to throw my name in a hat because everybody in Mid-South knows that I have undisputedly held the North American heavyweight title more times and longer than any wrestler that's ever held that belt. Am I right?
Exactly right. You certainly have.
Now, the forerunners, Dick Murdoch, I don't care about Murdoch. I can't stand Duggan. Butch Reed, you've got that TV title. That TV title could be the stepping stone I need, Butch Reed, because I need the leverage to deal with Mid-South. What am I talking about, Jim Ross? You know, some people in Mid-South get things when they want them. Duggan, Reed, Murdoch, but Ted DiBiase doesn't get anything unless he's got leverage. Leverage means a title. Now, when I left for Japan, I had that leverage. One half of the Mid-South Tag Team titles. Unfortunately, I came back to Mid-South and I don't have that leverage. But I'm here to say, I want a shot at the North American title. I want a shot at Ric Flair. Now about the Mid-South Tag Team titles while we're here, Bob Sweetan. I pulled off, masterminded, the greatest ambush that ever's come down the pike in professional wrestling in the Superdome, and snaked Jake Roberts and successfully retained the Mid-South Tag Team titles. You begged me, Sweetan, you begged me when I left to go to Japan, please let me carry one half of the let me represent you as one half of the tag team title holders. I gave you power of attorney to do just that, to represent me so Mid-South couldn't interfere. And very simply putting it, Sweetan, you blew it. You blew it, Sweetan. You blew it, and nobody does that to me. Nobody.
I didn't blow it. I'm not the one that lost the fall. It was your partner that lost the fall right here on television. So don't be blaming me for the titles not being where they're supposed to be.
Look, Sweetan, he may have lost the Now we've taken care of that business. I want you to go get Grizzly Smith over to the ring and go up that dressing room and bring them two paper champions that say they're the Mid-South Tag Team champions down here right now, because Dr. Death and his partner Ted DiBiase are going to show all these people right here today, if we can get it done, who the real Mid-South Tag Team champions. Go take care of him. Come on.
You mean go take care of him?
Come on, Grizzly Smith. Come on down here. I want you to go up there and get those two paperweights, those two champions who are nobodies, and get them down here in the ring. Get them down here in the ring. That's right. Because they ain't nobody.
Boy, this is broken down to a pair 6 brawl. Looks like Sweetan was fired, so to speak, but he isn't taking it too well. He's badly lacerated. But Sweetan, a former brass buck champion, and Steve Ratt, toe-to-toe. Dr. Death coming from behind with a steel chair. He's thrown in the ring to DiBiase. Sweetan's intercepted that chair. He's ripped DiBiase's coat. He's ripped his shirt. Bob Sweetan will show you why he's a brass buck champion. And DiBiase and Dr. Death. Dr. Death just got crowding him. It's out of control here. Bruiser Bob Sweetan is really hot. DiBiase ripped from limb to elbow. His coat in shreds. We'll be back after these words from our sponsor.
This match on Mid-South Wrestling, one fall or television time remaining. Introducing first in the red corner at 235 pounds from Puerto Rico, El Casario. Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring at 275 pounds, from Glens Falls, New York, Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Jimbo, baby, excuse me, but old Hacksaw's got a little announcement to make. You know, all these pretty boys come into Mid-South, and they all got themselves some valet. And everybody says, well, Hacksaw Duggan, how come you don't have a valet? Well, that's because I believe a woman's place is in the home or out there in the bleachers supporting people. I don't believe some hard-nosed chick should come down here and be screaming, biting, and scratching like a lot of people are doing around Mid-South. Like I said, maybe a few of these so-called valets could take themselves a little example from a true lady, a lady who knows how to handle herself, a lady who will support her man, who let her stick by her when things get rough. But no, it seems like so often, so many other people got to grab something off the street, throw it up in a mask, and stick it outside the ring. You know what I'm talking about, Jim Ross? A true lady keeps her mouth shut and acts right. Well, here's exactly what I mean coming down here now. You got Slater, Mr. Big Shot Dick Slater, coming down here, and he's got this thing along his side, and he's going to come in here and give me some lip.
Well,
You're the number one man. Let me tell you something, Duggan. Don't you come out here and insult me and insult my lady. And I come to the Mid-South area not for you, but if you want a piece of me, you know where I am. Now, if you want to talk about ladies, that's a lady. Crazy. Yeah, that's right, baby. You tell him.
I didn't come out here and insult your lady. I came out here and insulted her, and she's no lady, baby.
Oh, boy, we got a Donnybrook going. This was scheduled to be Duggan and El Casario. But Dark Journey slapped it, and Dick Slater's in it, and we got a Donnybrook going.
I mean it's a going.
Jim Duggan is a double tough hombre, and he and Dick Slater are tooth and nail. Here comes Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer. Watch out, Jimbo. Watch out from behind. The Mad Dog's attacking him. The Mad Dog. Jim's girlfriend's. Oh my gosh. I don't think Sawyer even realized. Oh, Sawyer.
Mercy.
Sawyer, did he just drop that elbow on her? Was that an accident?
He put her out.
She is devastated. Now, it's both of them. Watch Dick Slater. My golly, he football kicked him. He football kicked Jim Duggan right in the face. Duggan's head split wide open. The referee's been thrown out on the floor. This thing is out of control. Grizzly Smith needs to get some referees down here. Jim Duggan's girl has not moved. She has not moved. Jim Duggan is being annihilated by these two animals. We've got to get some help down here.
Duggan's lady is out cold, Bill. There's no doubt about it. She's out.
Here comes Cooley and Perez. Mad Dog Sawyer and Dick Slater. Jim Duggan crawling over to his girlfriend. Jim Duggan, I'm sure, came out to make light of the situation, to point out a situation, and everybody was behind him. And it's exploded into total chaos, into pandemonium. And his girl she is laid out. Everybody's coming. Boy, I have never seen anything like this. She's not moving. Jim's more concerned about her than his own injury. The crimson is flowing profusely.
She still hasn't moved.
She hadn't moved. Grizzly Smith out there, the referees. She is, again, I don't think that Slater or Sawyer realized that she was on his back or what was on his back, and he just reacted, drove into the turnbuckle.
and that second time when he got hit and was falling off balance. But it didn't look to me like just maybe he might have dropped an elbow, not caring. Duggan's got her up. Duggan has her up. We don't know her condition. I think Duggan's like a wounded animal protecting his loved one. I don't think anybody can really get close enough or get him calmed down enough to examine her.
No way. He has only one thing in mind, that's protecting his lady.
Boy. I think it points out again, this is not a place for ladies, and this lady has been battling her to Duggan's, carrying her. He's carrying her out. He's
all with a 10-minute time limit. Corner to my right, the red corner, Mr. Unpredictable Dick Slater. And across the ring in the blue corner, dressed in blue, Steve Dahl. One fall, 10-minute time limit. Your referee, Carl Berge.
Hey, you got $25,000 for me, sucker? Huh? You want to take $25,000 off of me, boy? Huh? And let me tell you something, girl. I'm black, and I'm proud of it, you hear me? I know what I am. The trouble is you don't know who you are. You trying to be something that you ain't. I'm going to tell you that right now. You trying to be something that you not. Hey! Well, bring your thing in here so I can talk. Let me tell you something, heifer. You know that black men don't treat women like white men when it comes to slapping on them. So let me tell you this one thing, tramp. When you put your hands on me again, I'm gonna knock you smooth out. And let me tell you something, back jumper. Let me tell you something, back jumper Slater. You got $25,000 to take out on my head. I'm gonna give you a chance to make your money, sucker. I'm gonna turn my back on you, and you back jump me when I walk away. Take your best shot, boy. I'm sorry. Hold it, wait a minute, Butch Reed. Just wait a minute. I'm going to tell you something right now. The $25,000 that I got from Ric Flair for the North American Heavyweight Champion, I gave him the money back. I don't want anything to do with you. I don't want anything to do with Ric Flair. You all can beat each other to death. As far as I'm concerned, you can win the World Heavyweight title. Hey, let me tell you something, Slater. You a lie, and you full of something I can't say on TV. But, sucker, I'm going to tell you this. This is the best shot you're going to get all night. So you better take it right now. Here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is one explosive situation. Look at Slater. Joe, look at Slater on the monitor. He gave the money back. They're getting Hacksaw Butch Reed. They're having to... The referees are down here. Hacksaw Butch Reed was ready. I said he was the man. He is the man.
I gave the money back. Flair's got the money back. I don't want a piece of Butch Reed.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, one thing is right. You better not want a piece of Butch Reed, or a very big piece for that matter. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert and Sir Oliver Humperdinck made the allegation that the portrait was stolen. Now, we had...
I don't like what you're insinuating by saying, alleging that portrait was stolen. That portrait was, in fact, stolen, and I'm not happy about it, and Stuff isn't happy about it, because we wanted to present that picture to all the women of Mid-South Wrestling, and now somebody's stolen it. Stuff.
You've offered a reward, I understand, for the arrest.
Hold it. I'm sick and tired of this.
You people watching, you people don't understand something. The time, the money that I spent on having this beautiful portrait made for some young, lucky girl. And what happens? Some lowlife, some scum of the earth sticks their nose in and steals my only loved possession, my portrait. So it has made me very, very mad. It has made me very, very angry. And I'm not going to be happy until the party or the parties involved are either prosecuted and arrested and thrown in the can. Because that's where whoever stole that portrait belongs, is in the can, Sir Oliver. So what I'm doing, I'm offering $5,000 for the reward that if anyone knows about my portrait. Hey, what's this music going on now? What's this music about? I'm talking about my portrait. $5,000. They're playing music on this. I can't hear us with that music.
Well, it looks like you're going to have a visitor.
Coming to ya on a dusty road. Good loving, I've got a truckload. And when you get it, you got something. So don't worry, 'cause I'm coming.
Now, I want to get this thing right. Now, you see you offering $5,000. $5,000.
About my portrait, $5,000.
You offered $5,000 for that honky picture.
Hey, redirect. $5,000. Don't let this guy get there.
Let me tell you one thing now. Now, since you offered $5,000, now I got a lot of connections out there on the street, right? But you sure you offering $5,000?
I will count it out to you personally if you know where that portrait's at.
$5,000. Big one, right? Well, wait a minute. Now, I want to check with my contact out in the street because I got a lot of contact. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Coming to ya on a dusty road. Good loving, I've got a truckload. And when you get it, you got something. So don't worry, 'cause I'm coming. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. Got what I got.
All right, here we are.
Now, I want to hear this one more time because I want all these people to be a witness, okay? 5 big ones, right? Right?
$5,000. Where's my portrait? $5,000. Where's my portrait? Where's my portrait? My portrait! Mr. Cash, let me ask a question, though. Before I give you $5,000, please tell me who stole it.
We stole it. Now give me the $5,000.
I'm not giving you $5,000. I should have you arrested. I'm not giving you $5,000. You give me my portrait. I want my portrait.
Coming to ya on a dusty road. Good loving, I've got a truckload. And when you get it, you got something. So don't worry, 'cause I'm coming. I'm a soul.
Didn't give the Blues Brothers $5,000. We'll be back with another Mid-South Television title tournament round number 9. Ricky Gibson versus Jake the Snake Roberts after these messages from the sponsors of Mid-South.
Got what I got the hard way. And I'll make it better each and every day. So honey, don't you fret, 'cause you ain't seen nothing.
To ask a few questions and hear a few comments from the North American heavyweight champion, Mr. Unpredictable, Dick Slater. There's a lot of tough competition in the Mid-South right now. There's a lot of controversy surrounding the way you won this championship. By now, everyone has seen exactly this lady's involvement in the outcome of that match.
Hey, she didn't do anything at all. And I'd like to say one thing. Isn't it nice to be here with the greatest one of all, Dick Slater, the man with all of the goods and all the gold right here, the North American Heavyweight Championship. And like I said, everywhere I go and every time I come, I have Journey with me. And when anybody says that she interferes in any of my matches, well, they can call themselves a liar, because she is just down here for one reason and one reason only, and that is to walk me to the ring and back and service me in any way that she sees fit.
All right, well, a lot of tough competition. You've got Terry Taylor in this area. His goal is to become the North American champion in 1986. A lot of tough men that would love to own this championship belt.
You've had some great men wear the North American Heavyweight Championship, and I can't say anything more about that, but I'm going to say right now, the greatest one of all is standing here right now, because I will be the greatest North American champion of all times, because there's not a man that can put my back down in the mat for the 1, 2, 3 when I put this title up. And I'd like to say one other thing. Jake Roberts, I'm going right back after that television title match against Jake Roberts. Anytime that he has enough guts to put his name down in the dotted line, I'll take Jake Roberts on, and then I'll not only be the greatest North American title holder of all time, but also hold the greatest television title of all time.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you hear the tremendous roar of the crowd. Here is the man with the DDT.
This is my time, not your time. You can get out of here. It might be your time, Dick Slater, but I'll tell you something. You said you wanted a TV title, my man. I kind of like the way that looks, you know what I mean? If you don't think the DDT is the best thing, you better try remembering something. How did I get the TV title, huh? I dropped you on your head, my man. That's how I got the TV title. So if you want to throw out something, why don't we both put them up? Let me tell you something, Jake the Snake Roberts. If you want a title shot for the North American title with me, then let's do it my way and not your way. We'll just ixnay the DDT. We won't use the DDT. Just not use the DDT on me. Huh? Take away the DDT. Take away the DDT. You're telling me you'll put this on the line if I won't use the DDT? Hey, man. Exactly, you're right. You know, they may call you Mr. Unpredictable. They may call you Mr. Unpredictable, but they should never call you stupid, because that's the best thing I got. You keep out of this. It's the best thing I got going, and you're going to take that away from me. That's the only way? That's it. That's the only way I'll sign a match. Take the DDT away. I'll sign a match with you anytime. I tell you what, Slater. You keep out of my face one more time. That's it. Let me tell you something, Slater. I won't use the DDT if you'll get that Jezebel out of here. Is that good enough for you, my man? Who are you calling cheese? Nothing. Get her out of here. She's trash, Slater. She looks good, but she's still trash.
All right.
It looks like Dark Journey has sprayed something in the face of Jake the Snake Roberts. It's pandemonium. Jake has it. Oh! My goodness! Jake the Snake has just DDT'd Dark right back after this.
Hi, I'm Journey. Everybody knows who I am. I'm with the greatest North American title holder. We're somewhere near downtown Tulsa. Of course, this is the famous Arkansas River, and I think he has something to say to you.
You know, I brought Mid-South here because I want him to be with me. On a very beautiful day, the wind's blowing, the Arkansas River is looking really nice, and I have something in mind. See, being a North American heavyweight champion, I like to say the greatest North American heavyweight champion holder of all times, they made a ruling that Dick Slater, you cannot own the TV title and the North American heavyweight champion at the same time. Well, my lawyers changed that ruling, but Mid-South is still negotiating, saying that Dick Slater cannot defend the North American title and can't defend the TV title at the same time. So I would figure out the only thing for me to do is retire the television title. And I have a way to retire the television title, don't we, baby?
We sure did.
I want you to hold this microphone for me here. Excuse me, baby. The way I look at it, since it's a beautiful day and the river's flowing real nice, and I wonder if this thing floats. Do you think it's gonna float, Journey? Well, there you go. Now that's what you call retiring the television title right there. Now Mid-South doesn't have anything to say about Dick Slater. Look at it, Journey, it don't even float.
I'm glad you folks can make it. I'm just about to start my little cleaning party. I have a whole list of things here for Missy Hyatt to do. Why don't you just start in the living room where you are on those windows and make sure you get around the ledges. Because remember, I'm going to break out my white glove. She doesn't do anything for anybody else, so now that I have her for a valet for a day, I'm going to make sure she does something for me. So why don't you just get started?
You know, I'm really glad the cameras are here, just so all you people can see what you are, Dark Journey, to make me do this kind of stuff. I hate you. This ain't fair. I don't even know whose idea this was to make me do this kind of stuff. I hate you. I hate everybody. I shouldn't have to do this. It wasn't my idea to do this valet of the day.
That's the windows. Let's see, what do we have here? Well, Link and I usually do our cleaning up in the ring, but let's see. Blisters coming up on those hands yet? I would go to the knees, but let's work on your arms. Why don't you get the vacuum and start right where you are.
I just can't believe John lost this match and it's gonna make me have to do all these things I just can't imagine, and I don't even know how to start this thing. God! This is awful! I hate it! I want to do this! Oh, I hate this.
Let's see, vacuuming's done. Now that your arms are warmed up, let's see, we have the dishes here to do. Well, I hope you folks are enjoying this, because I know I am. I'm having a great time at my house cleaning party. Let's see. Now I have dishes to do, okay? Why don't you start with this pan, because let's start with the aluminum. I have a thing for reusing foil, and you can start with that, and let's see. Well, let's see. I'll hurry up and drink this, and then you can wash this, too.
I just can't believe now I'm gonna have to wash dishes. I mean, this is awful. If I get my dress messed up, that's really gonna be it. That is really gonna be it. I can't believe this, Johnny. I cannot believe that he lost, and I cannot believe you, Dark Johnny, making me do this. Yeah. If I mess up my hands, God. Ow, I think I'm messing up my nail polish. Gosh, this is awful.
Okay, let's see. Now that your hands are still wet, why don't you grab that can of cleanser over there, and let's head off to the bathroom. Remember I was talking about your knees? Well, let's go work on those for a while. Come on.
Well, this is it. Good, this is it, Dark Journey. I tell you what, this is the last straw. You're gonna get it. I'm gonna. I tell you what, I can't believe Missy Hyatt's having to do this kind of stuff. I mean, Johnny, wonder if the girls at the country club could see me now having to do this. Ow! I hate you. Ooh.
Let's see, I got windows, vacuum, dishes, bathtub. Well, let's see. God, you look a mess. It looks more like it, though. Let's see. Valet for a day. I know you people have to be enjoying this as much as I am, but you'd really enjoy it if you were right here. Jeez. I have, let's see, a little over an hour left for you. I think I'll save that. I have a very, very special chore for you.
Pavilion. What's she doing out here? She's not scheduled here. I thought we were going to see the thing on Hot Stuff.
We're going to see the thing on Hot Stuff. I don't know what Dark Journey's in the ring, ladies and gentlemen, as you just saw, but be that as it may, I think, I want to see the thing on Hot Stuff, Eddie Gilbert, but I am a little bit interested in...
Look, broads just don't come in and take over a wrestling show. Man, get her out of there.
I just came out to straighten something up. We have a problem here. Michael Hayes, you keep saying I write you letters, I call you. I haven't wrote you any letters, and I haven't called you. This should be taken care of right now.
Hey,
there you go, Michael.
Hey, look. You know what? You stick with me. I'm going to show you just exactly how to handle women.
Oh, yeah?
PS style.
All right. Well, be careful here now on this, ladies and gentlemen. Michael is leaving us, which doesn't hurt my feelings any. Climbing down from the scaffolding here, and we'll keep it right here. Dark Journey is in the ring, quite obviously. Very splendidly attired, I might add. There goes Michael in his red pants. Where I come from, guys don't wear red pants, but that's, I guess, not important right now. Michael's going to the ring. He's going to show us all how he handles women, and let's just sit back and listen.
Yeah, we're going to straighten something out real quick, baby. Now I want you, in front of all these people, in front of all the world that's watching on television, to look me right in the eye and tell me that you didn't write me no letters and that you ain't been calling my house. Now, how'd you like that walk down Bad Street, baby?
Well, Dark Journey, I don't think she liked that trip down Bad Street at all. It's the second time she has slapped Michael Hayes right square in the face. And something a lot of people have been, I'm sure at home, a lot of ladies are wanting to do. And I'm not talking about kissing, P.S. I'm talking about slapping him right in the face. The fans in Tulsa love it. Michael Hayes has been humiliated by Dark Journey, and we'll be back with that special report on Hot Stuff after this timeout. We're finally here, ladies and gentlemen, at the press conference. We understand Terry Taylor has arrived, and we'll be going to Terry Taylor in just a few moments.
I want to thank everybody for coming here right now. There's a lot of questions, a lot of gray areas that have to be covered, and I'm the man to answer the questions. So right away, I'd like to say, Dennis, you have a question?
Terry, we've received thousands of letters about this situation with you and Chris Adams. Is there any possibility that you two will get back together and talk about it?
Well, that's a good question. A lot of people have asked me the same thing. Chris and I think, were very good friends at one time, and I just feel like Chris maybe have had a change of attitude. Yes, Edward?
Terry, what is Eddie Gilbert's role in your attitude change?
Eddie Gilbert. Okay, great. Eddie Gilbert, I think, has been kind of like the guiding light. He's kind of kindled the fire underneath me. He's been the guy that's got me going and got me motivated in a positive way. Sometimes when you're surrounded by negative things, you act that way. Tommy?
Terry, we realize your style versus Chris Adams and your feelings towards Chris, but why continue these ways against wrestlers like Cox and Haskins and Douglas?
Why do I treat them like I do? I don't recall. Go ahead, Jim.
You know, Terry, I think it's about time we heard a little bit of the truth. You've avoided, it seems like, every question. The question is, and very simply put, where have you been the last 5 weeks?
Well, Jim Ross, it sounds like you're questioning my integrity. Is that what you're doing?
No, I think it'd just be nice to have the truth.
Yeah, well, we do have the truth. Everybody's asking me what's going on. I'm getting a little sick and tired of trying to bring you all up to my level and try to explain what's going on. I let Chris come in here. I was going to answer his questions. I have all the members of the media, and all you do is take pot shots at me. I guess that's what happens when y'all can't understand where I'm coming from and where I'm going. Y'all are going to be down here for the rest of your lives, and I'm going up, but you can't understand it. I've had enough.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is very abrupt. We have more time remaining here for the press conference. Chris Adams is here. They have left the room. Chris, I know you've got some comments to make, maybe some questions from the press.
Any questions, any questions. I just know exactly what I think. What's happened to Terry Taylor? I don't know what to think anymore.
I think all we want here now is the truth, that simply.
The truth? What is the truth? I don't know the truth. You people don't know the truth. None of you do.
This is my press conference!
This is my press conference, and nobody takes my time.
I ain't getting him over there. No. Come on, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Get him alone. Come on, stay back. Stay back. I know what I'm doing. Get him out of here. Come on. Get out of here, Terry. Get over the man. Come on.
Back to the match, Jen. Let's go back down to the arena and see what truly happened.